Hi, it's Billy Dunlap with GoLaurens.com and GoClennon.com. Week 10 of the Laurens County Football Show coming to you from KC Hanna Stadium, where on Friday night the Laurens Raiders will host the Greenwood Eagles in the final regular season game of the 2016 season. Laurens comes in 4-5 overall, 3-1 in region play. Lost to Malden last week, 29-22. The Raiders are in the playoffs right now. Guaranteed at least a spot in the playoffs anywhere from first to third place in Region 2 5A. A win and a Hillcrest victory over Malden on Friday night. The Raiders are first place in the region. They'll host a game on the first week of the playoffs right here at KC Hanna Stadium. They lose on Friday night and Malden wins, they get third place, which means they'll be on the road for the first round of the playoffs. Laurens wins and Malden wins. That's a three-way tie between Greenwood, Malden, and Laurens. It goes to defensive points allowed between those three teams. If it goes to that, doesn't look good for the Raiders. They'll probably get kicked to third place and be on the road. Now, the playoffs start November 18th. South Carolina High School League moved the playoffs back 2 weeks because of Hurricane Matthew. So after this week's game, the Raiders will have 3 weeks off before they start playoff action on November the 18th. Now, this week, DQ Floyd questionable. He was injured late in the game on Friday night. Not sure if he'll dress on Friday. Congratulations to Hunter Medlin, selected this week to the North-South game in Myrtle Beach. Now, the key for the Raiders on Friday night, they got to protect the ball. Killed them on Friday night. They had 3 fumbles, an interception, and a punt blocked against a good Greenwood team. They got to be able to protect the ball on Friday night. Now, the Eagles come in. They're 8-1 overall, 4-0 in region play. They defeated Riverside 63-14 last week. Their only loss of the season is to T.L. Hanna 45-38, and that was on September the 23rd. Now, they're led by quarterback Rashawn Jackson. He started last year. He was a backup earlier in the year. Starting quarterback was kicked off the team. Jackson goes back into the starting lineup. Last week, he ran the ball 12 times for 173 yards. He was 6 for 7, passing for 146 yards. Altogether, 6 touchdowns for Rashawn Jackson. Now, defensively, they held Riverside to just 145 yards a week ago. As we know, Riverside, not a very strong team, but still, Greenwood held them to 145 yards last week. Running back Rayshawn Moss ran for 89 yards last week. Running back Terrence Smith ran for 88 yards. The Eagles are going to look to run the ball. They don't throw it a lot, so Raider defense is going to stack the box and make Rashawn Jackson beat them with his arm. Now, wide receiver Sam Pinckney, a big target. He caught 4 balls for 92 yards and a touchdown last week against Riverside. Now, the Eagles have 2 players selected to the North-South team. Offensive lineman Joe Hartong and linebacker Will Bettis selected to the North-South game, so check them out on Friday night. So, Raiders and Eagles will be right here at KC Hanna Stadium Friday night, 7:30. Now, we're going to move on to Laurens Academy. They're hosting Northside Christian Academy for senior night, Friday night, 7:30 at Todd Kirk Field. Laurens Academy now 2-7 on the season, lost to W.W. King 46-20 last week. Northside Christian Academy comes in 2-6. They lost to Holly Hill 42-18 last week. This is their first year of playing football in Skeeza. They have a new coach, Jerry Brown, who is their head coach. A lot of you may know Jerry Brown. He's a legend in coaching in South Carolina. He's won 5 state championships in the South Carolina High School League. He took Berkeley, Spring Valley, and Batesburg-Leesville to the state championship games. His last stint in the high school league, he was at Spring Valley in 2014 when they played the Laurens Raiders. So, Laurens Academy hosting Northside Christian Academy Friday night, senior night, Todd Kirk Field at 7:30. Now, the Presbyterian College Blue Hose are at home They are hosting Coastal Carolina. It's homecoming Saturday, a 2 p.m. kickoff at Bailey Memorial Stadium. PC comes in 2-5 overall in the season. They lost to Charleston Southern 38-3 a week ago. Coastal Carolina comes in 5-2. They defeated Central Connecticut State 33-25 last week. Now, Coastal Carolina's been in the Big South for a while. This year, they're playing as an FCS independent team. They move to the Sun Belt next year in football. So, Presbyterian College hosting Coastal Carolina for homecoming Saturday, 2 o'clock at Bailey Memorial Stadium. Now, the Clinton Red Devils, they got a week off this week. They had a big, huge win over the Broome Centurions last week, 28-21. Since the high school league moved playoffs back, Woodruff and Clinton decided to move their game back a week. So the Red Devils are off this week. They will host Woodruff on Friday, November the 4th at 7:30. That will be senior night at Clinton High School. So that's it for week 10 of the Laurens County Football Show. We got some great games here in the county this week, and we'll look forward to seeing you at the game.